is on full blast up in the booth at FedEx Field. A few minutes ago, it sounded... like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown by the time... And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. We get a look at what Ertz did receiving-wise last week. 5 catches, 96 yards, and a touchdown.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Quickly now a look at the Eagles' offensive starters.
So let's all work together on this one because it's natural to just watch the football. I want all of us to watch the center of this offensive line, the center and the 2 guards. They've got to be able to control the point of attack, and they didn't do such a good job on that last play. Plenty of opportunities to redeem themselves. They'll have to take advantage of that and start to make progress.
Throwing his Wentz. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Wentz. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan, I don't think that's... And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Joshua Perkins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now the second year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10. Wentz. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Ryan Kerrigan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
To throw is Wentz. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. That's the first catch of the game for Goodwin. It's a first down. In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 41. Here's Wentz to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Wentz to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Eagles coming up here on a third and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Wentz going to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Ryan Kerrigan has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
That was their third sack of the ball game. Second in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the second spot pretty soon. Now on fourth down, they throw the deep ball, but it lines up to be incomplete. Boy, a real head scratcher there, and it'll be a turnover on downs. And partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on fourth and long there at this stage in the game, but do you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. Right? There's no doubt about it. People wonder what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he finds the tight end, Reed. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
The coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast too, converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up fourth down.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed, and more importantly, perhaps, that first-round bye.
But they have to clinch it, don't they?
Yeah.
That's the key, right? So, in a sense, the playoffs have started. They've got to go ahead and get this thing done. Otherwise, it's a different road, and you really don't want to be at the mercy of other teams and their results.
Wentz now on first down. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And boy, this Redskin defense charged up now. They stopped him behind the line again. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. To throw, it's Wentz. He can run for it, and he will. And they do get this across midfield. Consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. On the ground, it's Barber to start the drive. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. It's now 2nd and 6. They'll run the draw with Barber. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Offense set to begin their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
To say maybe makes that feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, Walter. Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And he is met. Quickly in the backfield, down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Shake free for about. the 35.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence. To run the football in that situation. They can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Wentz now already over 150 yards through the air in the opening quarter. It's 1st and 10. Presence in 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Wentz on the to Sanders. On a man down, and it's Sanders. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third. Shotgun now for Wentz. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got hand in there, knocked it away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Now Haskins on 1st down. Finding his target, it's Cody Latimer. And he'll be brought down. It looks like right at the 15. It's a gain of 8. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's the Redskins in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one in SoCal. The Vikings and the Chargers from Dignity Health Sports Park. Coverage at 8:20 Eastern, 5:20 Pacific on EA Sports. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Matt Ioannidis. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. A nice pickup there, 19 yards, and they're set up better for third. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded at the 20. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Here's Barber, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Haskins will throw. And this one complete to Reed.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it,
Barber loses it, and it's picked up by the Eagles. That's down the numbers. There he goes. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Elliott on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good effort on the return there gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Heading back out there, a look at Peyton Barber. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Cody Latimer, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Running with Barber out of the gun. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
This goes to Barber, the running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. This is Geis. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, as some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. We ought to come up with a t-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulder square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. He'll find Barber out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Geis, he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Now it's Haskins, and that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Yeah, this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Wentz now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down now, it's Scott. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Wentz going to go on 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Agba, and the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins, he'll check it down to Geis. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Carson Wentz and the Eagles make their way out to the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's second and 10 from the 20. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, first and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, third and 2. Wentz gonna throw. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair. And he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I'm looking, what? All right, never mind. Third quarter action now. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Looking to throw on second down. Haskins, throw left side complete. That's Barber. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Barber on first and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So that's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They'll stay on the ground with Barber. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Third down. Here's Haskins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Barber. Calling a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted. but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result could be something you don't like.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a nice throw here, right side. 16 and an Eagle first down. They'll run on first down. Scott, he'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Dancing to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 33.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Wentz now on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one, maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. Kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
On 1st down, Scott. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, Whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, it's Scott, and he's able to get up here to the 26.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Wentz forced out to his left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Wentz. And he finds his tight end, it's Ertz. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards that time. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. That kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Emmanuel Agba. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz, escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, well, man, what do you need? What's going on here? So he's one person he can lean on. He's got to lean on that guy right now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And he finds the tight end, Reed. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Now this throw caught left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
That's it, baby. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Shotgun now for Wentz. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Throwing now is Wentz. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. To throw, it's Wentz. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Ertz, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. So the drive there took 6 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And it's right about this time of year you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
And I think for most teams, the obvious is to try and be the number 1 or number 2 seed. But when you look at it across the league and throughout the history of trying to get to the Super Bowl, the teams you really fear are the ones that get hot and sometimes sneak in at a 5 or a 6 seed, because we've seen those teams actually get to the Super Bowl and occasionally win it.
Yeah, you think of the Giants a couple of times. Steelers have done it. You're right. It has happened and will happen more in the future, I'm sure. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And this one's complete to Reed. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Haskins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. And he finds the tight end, Rodgers. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. Haskins going to throw again. And Latimer's got it. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now it's Haskins. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Haskins back to the air. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Duke Riley gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on third and goal. Here's Haskins to throw, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Trevor Williams with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. So after the INT, here's Wentz. He'll buy some time right, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Wentz. Looking left side, and it's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. This pass complete. Wins to Ertz. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Steps away to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, they'll force the incompletion.
Had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball. And right now, I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Wentz now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
A gain of 7 that time, 2nd goal.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Scott. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they stay stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? The carry for Barber. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. And he's got Rodgers. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Haskins. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching up another 15 against your squad.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Check my 47. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was Jalen Mills getting a hand in there defensively. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Barber. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Kelvin Harmon, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it was polished off by a Redskin touchdown. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
They'll run on first down. Scott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal.
I've got an idea. Let's get racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Second and goal from the 6 this time. They'll run with Scott. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Now Scott, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And a good effort on the return there gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
It's a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down. They'll run here with Barber. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. First down, they go with Barber again. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. This goes to Barber, the running back. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. Catch is made. It's Harmon. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Throwing again, here's Haskins. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say